Educationist, and it was my pleasant childhood which helped me to glorify the motherhood. In a male-dominated society, I am a person who celebrates womanhood because it is the nature's motherhood. I celebrate womanhood because woman is the nature's choice to become the mother. It was not an easy task for me to be born as a girl. My battle started right from the womb of my mother. No, it was not a case of female feticide. My parents, beyond gender, loved children. But they too yearned for a male child. And when my mother was carrying her second child, that is me, the family priest predicted that it was a boy. A huge preparation started in the family to welcome the male child. And my mother was treated with a lot of Ayurvedic medicine to get a very strong male child in the family. And I don't exactly remember what were the tricks I played in the womb, but I succeeded. I came out to this beautiful world as a girl, a very strong girl. I was definitely not my parents' favorite. With a very soft-natured elder sister and a sweet younger sister, they termed me as the adamant child. This gave me a sense of self. I remember squatting on the footpath to get a toy, to force my father to get a toy from the nearby shop. The more they called me a daredevil, the more comfortable I became in doing things I want. But the numerous stories which my grandmother told me instilled in me strong qualities of accountability, credibility, and responsibility. A very loving and caring mother and a very responsible father made my childhood a very pleasant one. A few years away from home in a boarding school also taught me lessons of hardship, and it taught me lessons that what not to do to rob the childhood. The clear message in my family was, girls are flowers that are to be adorned in a stranger's garden. So when my family decided to get me married at the age of 19, I didn't oppose. And I had a baby in my arm exactly 2 months before I celebrated my first wedding anniversary. I would never claim that she was an accident. She was an angel. She was a bundle of joy for me. And she became my world until she grew up to join the school. But the reception a 3-year-old got in a kindergarten was a nightmare, not only for her, but also for her mother. But I had no choice, options to change the school. So I taught her how to cope up with the situation there. I started making things comfortable for her. I used to go and drop her to school, carry her lunch, and pick her back. But this was the turning point in my life. In 1989, I started my play school. When I started my play school, I would never claim that I knew everything about schooling or teaching. But as a mother, I knew what not to do. This was a firm foundation on which I started BRIGHTLAND Discovery School. I see my children, Chetna and Krish, in every child who comes across me. And there is a reflection of motherhood in everything I do for my school. I believe that children should be the center of focus for everything we talk about education today. And we should ensure that each child gets the best out of his life. It is vital for us, the educators, to understand that each child is different, and we should help them to celebrate the difference by fostering their individuality and nurturing their talents. We should ensure the child that it is all right to make a mistake, but help them to take back a lesson from every mistake they do. I just believe that every child comes to this world with a divine gift. We at BRIGHTLAND Discovery School help the child to unwrap this gift in them. Education is not about piling knowledge in the child. It is all about helping them to discover the potential in them. A dream shared with us is a dream come true. We encourage the children to dream big and walk an extra mile with them to help them to realize it. When they meet their role models, maybe a celebrity dancer or a chef in a five-star hotel, it's a firm foundation for them to realize their dream. This is what we do in BRIGHTLAND Discovery School, and the tagline is learning for greatness. And I do believe that along with the intellectual quotient, it is very important they should have a balance of EQ, that is the emotional quotient, and the spiritual quotient to have a meaningful adulthood. And the trilogy between the parents, the management, and the teachers is inevitable to have the focus on the child. And also the synergy between the teachers and the parents is very important. If the teachers and the parents talk contradictory, the signal that a child would get would definitely be confusing. I am thoroughly conscious about the relevance of a teacher in a child's life, and I do rejoice my destiny to be a part of their lives. But I strongly believe that the most important element in a child's life is its parents, and more important is it's more responsibility to the mother. Happy childhood is a precious asset. Magic of childhood is what I dream, I live, and I share through my talks and my books. I don't remember my children, Krish or Chetna, talking about a person who has influenced or inspired them. For them, the embodiment of perfection was their mother. And as a mother, I believe that I cannot bring up a child. I can only bring up a child I have and not the one I want. As a mother, I believe that I can only prepare my child for the road and not the road for the child. Thank you.